Hi, I'm Patrick, and I work as Technical Product Manager at MoSync. So MoSync is an open source SDK for cross-platform mobile development. It's based on writing code in C++. You have an Eclipse-based IDE, and you have a lot of frameworks that are provided out of the box to access various device features and XML parsing, camera, and whatnot. And MoSync is basically a virtual platform. And what that means is that we could potentially support any new platform that will come out. Currently, we support Windows Mobile, we support Symbian, we support Android, and iPhone and BlackBerry support is coming shortly. But we don't know how the mobile landscape is going to look tomorrow. We don't know what new platforms will be available and what programming languages they will support. For instance, Windows Phone is now programmed in C#. There's no programming in C++. So we've really tried to make MoSync a very flexible solution that isn't limited by whatever underlying platforms there are or what languages they support. And the way in which we achieve that is that we've developed our own custom backend to the GCC compiler. So what that does is that when you write your code in C++ and put it through GCC, what comes out is something we call MoSync IL, which is MoSync Intermediate Language. And that can be transformed into pretty much anything you can imagine. So a couple of the approaches we're currently using is, for instance, using a virtual machine, where we take the MoSync Intermediate Language that's output from GCC, and then we strip out all of the unnecessary information and arrive at a very efficient binary representation of the application, which is then executed on a virtual machine on J2ME. And what that means is that you can do things like porting Doom and having it run on Java devices. Another approach we use on Windows Mobile and Symbian is that we take the MoSync bytecode, which is this binary representation of MoSync IL, and we recompile it on the device into native ARM machine code, which means you get native performance when running on Windows Mobile and Symbian. And another approach which is possible is that you, instead of producing MoSync bytecode, you can actually produce source code that you would then compile with the toolchain that comes with whatever platform you're targeting. And this might be interesting in some cases where you have maybe not technical, but possibly legal limitations on how you can develop your applications for a given platform. So we've really done a lot of thinking on how we can make sure that whatever happens in the mobile space, whatever new platforms come up, you can still be able to take your old MoSync applications and press a button and have them running on these new platforms. So if you're interested in looking into MoSync, go to mosync.com and download the latest release.